Guys, I am in my third trimester. Yeah, I'm 27 weeks pregnant. Well, okay, let me do a little thing. So everywhere I read is like, oh, it's either week 27 or 28 is when they count your third trimester. But there's never like a definitive week. I go to American Pregnancy or .org or whatever, and they count it as 27. My apps count it as 28. So honestly, I don't really have any fucking idea when the third trimester is actually supposed to start. But we're just gonna, for just the sake, we're just gonna say I'm 27 weeks pregnant, because I am. And it's just mind-blowing to me that that's how far along that I am. It's gone by super fast, super quick, and maybe that's just also because the holidays are changing and the seasons are going, and work has really kept me busy, and also I have my niece and my nephew, and things are just insane. But I did want to just document my pregnancy a lot better than I have been. And one of the things that I wanted to document is how to go through pregnancy being single. Backstory. I knew that I was going to be a single mom as soon as I was going to go pee on a stick. Like, I already knew. I was like, okay, I'm going to be a single mom. Totally cool. I planned for this. I'm going to be a single mom. I'm just going to pee on the stick, and if it's pregnant, then I'm going to go through pregnancy single, and that is a totally different journey for me than I expected. You know, we all have, not we all, but a lot of women have the dream of, you know, meeting the one and getting married and having the family, but it's totally okay not to go that route. And honestly, you're never really guaranteed to get married. You're never guaranteed to meet somebody, and you're never guaranteed to have that happily ever after. But that doesn't change like a woman's desire to be a mother. So anyways, I knew that peeing on that stick, I was going to be a single mom. So, but that doesn't mean that like I wasn't initially like shocked, like holy shit, yeah, it's actually happening. And so yeah, I went to the internet. My first trimester was horrible. I was so emotional. I was crying all the time. The first trimester, I will not relive the first trimester for anything. That was terrible. I don't wish first trimester emotions, hormones on anyone. It's so bad. And like how to get through pregnancy being single, and I could not find one positive video on the internet. And yes, I did that. Yes, I searched that. Like, call me an idiot, call me retard, whatever. But when you're like so hormonal, you're like, how do I get through this by myself? Like, you're not supposed to be pregnant and single. And even though this is what I knew what was gonna happen, I'm just first trimester is fucking insane. And I could never find anything positive. And I'm like, I know that I'm not the one woman. There's billions of women. I can't just be the only one that's ever looked that up. And I just found so much negativity. And I was like, you know, I'm going to look back and wish that there was something more positive, which I am. So if you guys are experiencing pregnancy and you are single, you guys should just, yeah. First of all, let me give you some tips how to go through this by yourself. And honestly, I know if you're having a hard time, no matter if you've chosen to be a single mother by choice, which is I've chosen to do this by myself, or if you've been a single mother by choice, you got a sperm donor, or if you chose not to be in the relationship, or if you were in a relationship and just the circumstances turned out that you're going to be a single mom. I could not imagine grieving a relationship and being pregnant with that person's child at the same time. So I don't know. I don't have any advice for that. I just can't imagine going through that. I'm so lucky and so blessed that I am not grieving a relationship, and going through pregnancy with somebody's child who I miss and am grieving. That is something I'm very, very, very lucky. I don't have any advice for that because I just can't imagine. But if you've chosen to leave a situation that doesn't serve you, because I'm such an advocate for do not stay in a relationship where you're being disrespected, where someone's cheating on you multiple times and that person is just blatantly disrespectful, not treating you, not serving you, and it's just a fucked up situation. I am not an advocate for staying in something like that. Children or no children, you have a life to live, and you are just wasting it, or you can't change people. Like, I'm sorry, I'm on my rant, but you can't change people. You'll never be able to change somebody. You can never talk somebody into treating you right. You can never talk somebody away from disrespecting you. You can never talk somebody out of cheating on you, because you know what? People are people, and they're gonna do it anyways. Enough of that. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to get off on that rant. But here are some tips how to go through pregnancy being single. So if this was a shock to you, I would suggest first processing it all, accepting that you are pregnant, because before you can do anything, before you can tell anybody and be happy about it, before you can post anything on social media, before you can even look at baby clothes, anything like that, you have to accept that you're pregnant. I remember going into Target, and maybe it just hadn't hit me yet. I was like 9 weeks pregnant, and I was still in that super emotional phase. I went to Target and looked at baby clothes, and I like ran out crying. I like texted my friend Ed, and I was like, I ran out of Target crying. You just have to accept it, but you have to accept it before you do anything else. I think that's the most important thing that you can do. My second thing was focus on preparing for your baby. I know right now, my biggest thing was I wanted to be financially out of debt, which I'm doing an amazing job of doing that. And if you guys want to know how I am doing my debt-free journey while pregnant, I'll link the video down below, and you can kind of see where I'm at on that. I've done an amazing job knocking out my debt. I'm so proud of myself, and that was my number one thing, because the less things that I have to pay on, the more money I can save and the more money I have for my baby. So that was just the focus right there. And eating healthy, exercising. I will say I'm not the healthiest eater while pregnant. It's not been something that I've been doing very well, but I do exercise every day. And I've gained a couple pounds. I'm 27 weeks pregnant, and I lost 10 pounds in the beginning because I was so sick. And then I just gained back a couple pounds recent, like the last week or 2 weeks. I've gained 2 pounds. And then I guess number 3 ties into my rant. Understand that you don't need a man to have a baby. You don't. I think I was definitely sold on this. Society tells you how to live life one way, and you need this one way to be happy, and that is just not the case. That is not, you don't need a man to be happy, and you don't need a man to have a baby. There's sperm donors, there's platonic parenting. And then I guess what really got me through this was that you don't always have time to have a baby as a woman. You have an expiration date, which sucks, but you do. You have your whole life to fall in love. You have your whole life to meet somebody. You don't always have today to have a baby. You're not always going to be healthy. Your reproductive organs are not always going to be healthy. So that's the main thing that kind of got me through this was I am in my prime childbearing years, and I'm very lucky that I'm able to have a baby. And a lot of women that have to wait longer, wait till I meet the one, struggle, and I'm really lucky that I just get to do this once. I don't think I'm ever gonna do this again. Just this pregnancy has been very, very hard on me. Just my body in general, it's just not for me. And you don't need to have a man to have a baby. I don't know how much more I need to get that across. I guess single motherhood isn't looked at negatively anymore as it used to be. Although you guys don't Google. Don't Google single parent. If you Google single parent, you see nothing but negative shit on the internet. You see nothing but negativity about being a single mom and how you're gonna have this terrible life, and that's so fucking false. don't Google while you're pregnant. Don't do that either. It's just not a good thing. I didn't realize I'm totally gonna run out of shit. I'm gonna run out of space on my SD card. I don't even feel like I'm giving this video the proper thing that it needs because I'm so stretched on time on that. My fourth tip will be get to know yourself. Take this time to be like, okay, what are my goals? Because there's nothing that says I need to get my shit together like I'm gonna have a baby. You have no idea. My goals for my life became so much more clear when I found out I was pregnant, what I want to do with my life, the person that I want to be, realizing how far I had to go to be that kind of person and how much work I had to do on myself. You just, there's nothing says get your shit together like I'm gonna have a baby. There's just nothing that makes you want to be a better person than knowing that you're gonna bring a human into this world, and everything you want to expose it to is just, you want it to be great and you don't want it to negatively impact them. And you're like, I need to be a better person for this child. Like, no, I need to be a better person. So that was probably my biggest thing, is I really figured out who I want to become. And it made me realize that I don't have time to fuck around anymore with being a shitty ass person. I haven't been in the best state of mind the past couple years, so it really was like, okay, I'm not gonna bring a child into this world and then have a depressed mom. I don't want to be a negative person. Like, I've taken a whole different degree. My outlooks and my thoughts have just completely changed, and my SD card is gonna die. So before that happens, I just want to say that the final tip is get you a great support system. I'm so lucky. I have such an amazing family. I have such good friends. And my coworkers are just awesome. Like, get yourself a support system, because there's nobody like them to help you get through this. And you're going to have people that talk about you. You're going to have people that ask you questions. And that's fine. I'm an open book. If y'all know me, I'll say anything. And I'll tell anybody anything. That's just who I am. I've always been that way. But you get yourself a really good support system, because they're going to be there to help you along the way. Just make this a transition and help you get through it. Positive vibes. If anybody else is dealing with this, feel free to message me. I honestly am I'm an open book, and I would love to help anybody that needs a support system that does not have it. So feel free. And my camera is gonna die, and I'm gonna go into Whole Foods and get all the fruit that I need, because the fruit at HEB sucks. So yeah, okay. I may do a follow-up to this, because technically I'm not getting all the information that I want to get out all in one video. But yeah, pregnancy brain, it just races and races. Okay, bye.